Hey guys, welcome to Bookstone, getting to know the books world better. In this video, we're gonna see the part 4 of Bollywood Burglary, which is by Geronimo Stilton. And today we're gonna see about what happens after Geronimo goes to India. Does he know the cultures there? Does he know how to dance? Let's go in and find out. Welcome to India, Mr. Stilton. Welcome to India, Mr. Stilton. Someone behind me squeaked. I turned and saw a mouse with an extremely long braid. I'm Vandana Rakita, and casting director for Restless Hearts, she said in a gentle tone. She looked me over from the tip of my ears to the tip of my tail. Now, Mr. Stilton, you are playing the Prince of Mysore. You'll be amazing, perfect, incredible. The casting director selects actors for all the parts of the film. Mandana pushed me towards the stage. Let me see how you dance, Mr. Stilton. I turned rather than a chase rent. I don't know. I haven't got a clue how to, dance. The dancers turned to stare at me. Then they began murmuring. Did you hear that? He doesn't know how to dance. Suddenly, the theater was so quiet. You could hear a cheese slice drop. The terror Dave Mousebelly slapped me on the back so hard my tailbone rattled. So what if he doesn't know how to dance? He'll learn, he cried. Mrs. Rattle will teach him. Everyone let out a sigh of relief. Yeah, Mrs. Rattle will take care of him. He'll teach him everything he needs to know. He better learn or what? I cried, twisting my tail. I need to know, tell me. But they ignored me and went back to their dancing. They leaped here and there to the beat of music. They were so graceful. I knew I'd never be able to dance like that. Hercule dragged me away to my trailer. Sleep tight, my dear Stilton. He holds me. You need rest. Tomorrow you'll be shaking your tail off and prancing your paws off. Cream for CALLUSES. The long trip from Mouse Island has worn me out. I closed my eyes and fell deeply asleep. At dawn, the following morning, Hercule woke me up by shrieking directly into my left ear. Wake up, my dear Stilton! Shake up, it's time to get your tail moving. My paws had barely touched the floor when Hercule poured a scalding cup of tea down my throat. It was so hot it burned my gillet. Then he shoved a handful of candy into my snout. Here's some hot pepper candy, I added. More hot peppers, it to give it an extra zip. Like it, jerrycans? He demanded. Ah! I screamed. The hot pepper candies had gone down the wrong way. I almost choked. A quick shower will perk you up. It'll help you move those paws into the beat, Stilton, squeaked Hercule, pushing me into a cold shower. Help! You're gonna squeeze my tail off, I cried. So he turned the faucet, and instantly the water became boiling hot. No, I screeched. Now you're scorching the fur right off my back. Come on, jerrykins. Why do you have to be so difficult? He complained. You're never happy. The steam in the shower was so thick I couldn't see my paw in front of my snout. I felt around for the shampoo, toothpaste, and fire gel, but the shampoo wouldn't lather. The toothpaste tasted worse than old tuna, and the gel matted my fur like mango marmot. Squeak! I had washed my fur with toothpaste, brushed my fur teeth with shampoo, and combed my fur with callus cream. Ha ha ha! At least you won't have any calluses in your fur, Hercule giggled. And the day had started out all wrong. I was afraid to think about how it would end. Mr. Stilton's dreadful day. Priya Maushi, the costume designer, brought me my costume, a silk tunic, a pair of bright green pants, and a marble mouse turban with a jewel. Once I was dressed, the makeup artist came to put on my makeup. After she was finished, she led me into a big room with wooden floors. Waiting for me there was my dance teacher, Siddhi Rattle. Mrs. Rattle was an elderly rodent with snow-white fur gathered into a tight bun. She wore a pink sari and held a wooden stick in her paw. A sari is a garment worn by Indian women made of a long cloth wrapped around so one end forms a skirt and the other goes over the shoulder. This is what happened to Geronimo from the morning to Mrs. Rattle's class. She had a very severe expression on her snout. Mr. Stilton, my name is Siddhi, which means perfection, she squeaked sternly, and I expect you to learn how to dance perfectly. So then she rapped me on the tail with a stick. Clunk! Now for your first dance lesson, Mr. Stilton. 1, 2, 3. What are you doing? Are you sleepwalking, Mr. Stilton? You're about as graceful as a goat. Mr. Rattle, I must warn you, I'm a truly lost cause. I told her I can't dance. My Aunt Sweetfur always says I was born with 2 left paws. Mrs. Rattle didn't listen. She just clunked me on the tail again. Clunk! Young mouse, I've been teaching for the last 50 years. There's no much thing as a lost cause. Come on, hop to it. 1, 2, 3. Every time I messed up a step, she whacked me on the tail. Clunk! Ouch! I yelled. After hours and hours of useless practice, Mrs. Rattle gave up. She broke her wooden stick over her knee in frustration. You're right, Mr. Stilton. You're truly a lost cause. I give up. It's impossible to teach you dance. Everyone on the set, from the director to the costume designer to the lighting designer, was horrified. Are you sure he can be taught how to dance? The director gasped. Mrs. Rattle shook her snout. I tried all day, but he's a lost cause. He can't learn, and if I can't teach him, I don't know who can. So what can I do? Can I go home? I said hopefully. Can I pack my bags? Should I book my plane tickets? Ratna the ravishing. That's when I heard a sweet voice squeak. Don't worry, Geronimo. I'll teach you to dance. It's me, your old friend Ratna. I turned and saw a stunning mouselet. Her soft fur was a delicate hazelnut color. Her eyes were as green as emeralds, and her lips were the color of coral. Her long hair reached to her waist like a curtain of shiny silk. She wore an embroidered golden sari with a sparkly diadem on her forehead. Ratna, it's really you, I said. She glided towards me with a graceful motion on a born dancer. Geronimo, my dear friend, thank you for coming to my aid. Then she turned to Hercule. Thank you, darling Hercule. It's so lovely having you here with me. I feel safe knowing my two oldest friends are looking out for me. Ratna put her paw on my shoulder. Just follow me, Geronimo. That's all you have to do. I'll teach you to dance. She squeaked softly. Musicians began to play on a sitar, a traditional Indian stringed instrument. The gentleness of the melody washed over me. Ratna sang along sweetly. Soon I was completely relaxed. I followed Ratna's lead, imitating her movements. First slowly, and then more swiftly. And that's how I learned how to dance. Before long, I felt as if my paws were flying across the floor. The director and the cast and the crew all clapped. Bravo, Geronimo, do it again. Next, Ratna taught me how to sing in Hindi. When I followed her sweet and melodic squeak, the words of that unfamiliar language became easier to pronounce. Over the next few days, Ratna helped me discover many things about India. The more I got to know about India, the more I liked it. Hercule grinned gleefully. See, Jerrican, what did I tell you? I knew you'd enjoy our trip to India. It's positively banana-rific. So that's the end of this video. If you want the part 5 of this book, comment, subscribe, share, like. Thank you.